getting ready to go on a blind date for Valentine's Day. The first thing about Leroy that caught my eyes were those dashing tracheal rings. Cricoid may be a single cartilage, but Leroy isn't. Just look at his Adam's apple, or as the sciencey folks say, the thyroid cartilage. Wow, his thyroid is so impressive. It's suspended by his strong muscles with no other bones for support. When it comes to his arytenoids, apex, vocal process, muscular process. Enough said. I know the paniculates serve no physiological function, but his are so beautiful to look at. Oh gosh, he sees me. I can't wait to hear what he has to say.
Hello, Lucy.
As Leroy talks, his arytenoids are moved by the posterior and lateral cricoarytenoid muscles and the transverse arytenoid muscle. The contraction of the posterior cricoarytenoid muscles cause the vocal folds to abduct. Contraction of the lateral cricoarytenoid and the transverse arytenoid muscles causes the vocal folds to adduct. To explain Leroy's smooth vocal production, we can use the aerodynamic myeloelastic theory. With this approach, the lateral cricoarytenoid and the thyroarytenoid muscles move the vocal folds until they almost touch. Since the vocal folds possess elastic properties, they can expand, compress, and then return to their original shape. Air pressure increases under the vocal folds until it is able to push the vocal folds open and vibrate the vocal fold tissue. Here we see Leroy's vocal folds moving very quickly. However, there are several steps for just one cycle to occur. First, a column of air pressure opens the bottom layers of the vocal folds. Air pressure continues to build under the vocal folds while the vocal folds resist. The air pressure eventually overcomes the vocal fold resistance, and the lower portion of the vocal folds separate, followed by the upper portion. The space between the vocal folds, or the glottis, reaches its max abduction. The airflow increases. According to the Bernoulli effect, flow and pressure are inversely related. So, when the flow increases, the air pressure decreases and pulls the vocal folds back together. The elastic tissue of the vocal folds also contributes to the vocal folds coming back to their original rest position. The process is then repeated. As Leroy speaks, the sound produced from his vocal folds resonates up into his pharynx and out through the oral or nasal cavity. As Leroy and Lucy eat their popcorn, Leroy's epiglottis folds down to protect his airway. This prevents Leroy from getting popcorn in his lungs.